Recording just started. Very good. All right, folks. Dan Jerome, a big boomer here. I'm going to get you started with some quick get started basics. And my goal in this is a resource for you so that you can go back to this and review it. It will be taped and archived. Important to us all, when you understand the perspective of what we have a very unique business. Okay? We operate under a very unique set of laws. And in the United States, you must know, if you do not use the word investment, tax, or finance, it's financial advice. If you don't have a professional license that allows you to do that, doing so puts you, not TerraPars, under the SEC, FTC laws. Okay? We don't want you to be put into that realm of regulation. Now, understand, I open up my own TerraPars account. I prefer others to open up their own TerraPars account. I'm not there selling the gold. Okay? I don't sell the gold. I don't give tax or financial advice. I don't call it an investment. It is a preservation. Okay? More type of investment things are like derivatives and stocks and stuff like that. Now, understand where we operate. Here's a line. Below the line, you have all the federal, state, and local jurisdictional laws. You also have all the three-letter agencies. Above the line, you have the international bullion laws set forth by the World Trade Organization under the Harmonious Tax Codes. Those are the laws that allow the country of the United States to settle debt with the country of the United Kingdom, settle debt with the country of Germany, settle debt with the country of Australia. They operate under a very specific set of laws, and none of them fall under each other's jurisdiction. Okay? Very important. We are private issue 24-karat bullion, exempt from the import taxes and duties on the gold itself. Now, understand that's why we don't do coins. That's why we don't do silver. We only do currency grade gold, and that's why. Now, this is very important. In the terms and conditions, it clearly states for affiliates, you are responsible for reporting all applicable earnings to the local authorities. TerraPars does not send out 1099s. You are on it's your responsibility. We need you to help protect our TerraPars family house. You know, this is the KYC documents protect all of us. And so, please, use common sense. Protect our house. We're both watching the front and the back door for people trying to abuse the system. Please read the affiliate terms and conditions found underneath your general tab once you log in your back office. Then to downloads, choose your language, and then select affiliate terms and conditions. Now, if you need, put these emails into your contacts list. Physically enter them into your email contacts list. Because we send out lots of emails in different forums, and so you may end up in the spam filter. Okay? So make sure that you add these emails into your email contacts list. And always, if you're using or connecting with corporate, use the live chat help on the side of each page once you log in your back office. And always use this form. Inside that live chat, always put your name, your TerraPars username. If you have a problem or something, put it in there. Offer the solution, and then if you have a invoice or something, add the invoice number. Make it simple so that less time is spent with the people in support answering that instead of going in and having to research. Show us. You want to save time? You want to help our family house? Do that. Okay? The support number in the United States, 224-829-0047. Okay? Read the FAQs on support and delivery also. Here's the big picture. Overall, it's going to take a little while, but you know, if you're going to run a successful business from home, the big picture is, and get to know, eventually become a senior partner. You may choose to do that. Okay? Senior partners probably roll about 20 people. By the time you get 20 people started, you probably learned a lot. You'll do three-way calls and enrolling others and setting them up properly. How do you do that? How you get money to Corp, ordering options, getting money from Corp, Corp, payment options, getting gold from Corp, delivery, communication with support, Corp, support, and then communication with your team and how to get people information so that you're not the end all. You're not the encyclopedia. Nobody wants that job. Okay, now, and then understanding basic home-based tax advantages, go see this video at youhireyou.info. Okay, it's very simple. Now, here's a little bit of strategy. When you get started, just like this, you're not expected to know a lot, but you do know that this is probably the best business plan I have ever seen anywhere, and I've seen tons of them. Now, here's your objective. Overall, your goal is to get your entire business system off of your personal finances. This is removed from it. Your goal overall is to get completely self-contained on this and onto any of these cards. Get them into gold. Okay? This is the correct way to move money. This is the correct way to save money. I buy 1 gram a week for 12 weeks. I actually buy more than that anyways, in my own personal account. But when I buy additional gold, I usually buy it in a larger size. Okay? On top of that, but I do my part in the program. Okay? Now, you can order this Karatbars MasterCard immediately once your KYC docs are completed and approved, even before you've earned commissions, as long as you've ordered a silver, gold, and VIP package. Bronze package doesn't show up. Okay? And that will be found under the product purchase tab, and it will be most of the way down. You'll see it there. If you earn the commissions, you won't see it. Now, let's get started right. You get your package, okay? As soon as you ordered your package, even before your KYC docs were up, that's why we said enroll and immediately get a package, because it places you into that structure, and so you don't miss any volume of what happens below you. Go to the product purchase tab, and you will see your packages. And then, once you order the package, go over to the My Gold tab next to it, and you will see something that populated there, a link that wasn't there before. It wasn't there before. But as soon as you ordered a package, any package, the company did a smart move from suggestions that we put some digital bonus codes in there. You'll see that. You'll see 3% and 100 euro. It's 100 euro bonus codes. It's a 25 character segment. Copy it. Go over to the product purchase products tab and go all the way down to where you see submit bonus cards. And then click on it. And then take that copied code and paste it in the first box. Paste it in the first box and you'll see it populate. And look at the last box, the 5th box. If it doesn't have 5 characters in it, it wasn't pasted in properly. Go back and copy it and put it back in there. And then click update. When you click update, it will automatically load into the system, and your 3% bonus card will give you a 3% discount every single time you order gold for a year. So help people get their websites started properly with that. Okay? You can also copy another code and send it to somebody who wants to buy some gold right away. I give them a 3% discount card if they want to buy a sizable amount, not for a gram, but if they want to buy, $1,000 worth of gold, absolutely. $500 to $800 worth of gold, I definitely do it. Okay, and then once you do that, upload one of each. It's ready in there. So if you have a 100 euro discount card in there, every time you order in your order page, if it is available to apply the digital bonus code to the 100 euro, a little box will form. You can click on that box and apply it, and you'll see another discount. The 3% bonus cards are good for submit the card once, the code once, and it's good for 365 days automatically to give you 3% discount, preferred pricing, on your own gold that you order from your own site. And the 100 euro discount card is a one-time thing. You use it, great. And that's why they're valuable tools for you in your toolbox to use yourself as well as for others. Now, uploading your docs, get them approved, silver, gold, and VIP, order the Karatbars MasterCard now under the products purchase tab. Now, maxing out the comp plan. Let's talk about this. You simultaneously enroll in 2 comp plans. Number 1, the free version. Costs you nothing to do. Okay? But if you want to max it out, you need to be a VIP You need to get a VIP package or upgrade to VIP. The longer it takes you to get there, as long as you get there, great. But you're leaving money on the table. And if your goal is to build this thing out, go right to VIP if you have the resources. There's different ways that you can acquire the money in order to do that. Depends on your mindset. Do you see what's going on out there? Just make the most logical solution that you have seen in order to meet the needs of the economy in the changing times we're in. Okay? Understand a return of capital. Return on the return of capital and the return on the investment of time and capital. If you're a VIP and you personally sponsor 4 VIPs, you've already earned more money than it takes you to become a VIP. From that point on, you're 100% cash flow positive, spinning off pure residual income with zero exposure, which you can exchange in both cash and any denominations from any ATM, or exchange it in pure gold bullion, your choice. Now, understand you're going to develop momentum in 3 lines. 3 lines maxes out the comp plan in the pools and the global fund. If you enroll, I would immediately enroll. If you have a spouse, enroll 1 direct account immediately to them, to you. And then if you have a business account, enroll another one. If you have groups, keep them together. Okay? But take 3 accounts there. Here's the reason why. You can only have 1 personal account and be the administrator on a business account. So I can have a personal account. My wife can have a personal account. I have a corporation where I'm the administrator, and my wife has a corporation. She's the administrator. Okay? You can do this different ways. You can do this. You can also be guardian on children's accounts, but children cannot earn money. Now, it may take some time to enroll direct. Take that. Make sure you enroll people direct. And take some time out of the time that you use to help others enroll. Invest some time in other people's futures. That's where your future lies. You set the example with high standards. Do not compromise. That is the mechanism that has changed and has created 30% growth per month in my organization for the last 5 months straight. And so I don't teach this out of theory. It is of actual results. And so the full comp plan requires 3 lines and a number of contracts. Those are purchases. On your dashboard, that's when you first log in, that page, on the left side it says transactions. That includes purchases of things and deliveries. If you go into team statistics, log in your back office, the tab on the right underneath where you logged in was team statistics. You go to personal referrals, and that will show your number of contracts. The contracts help you gain the global pools and gold fund. So understand some building blocks right here in a macro sense. You're going to do the 12-week plan, which is the best, fast, accelerated method to get to reach your dreams and goals and your objectives by helping others first. You need to become a team player. Task 1 is what I call the brick. Okay? Task number 2, you're going to build your team of players. You be responsible for you, and 2, and look 2 away. Communicate. Task number 3, you're just going to coach teams of players. And then you'll work with the leaders and duplicate your time and money. Then you go anywhere, anytime, do what you want, how you want, the way you want, flexible, portable, global in nature. Awesome business. You want to make money in Karatbars. 2 tasks. The 12-week plan is very simple. There's many different versions that people make, but this is really the basis of the plan. Number 1, enroll. Purchase a package. Don't care which one you do. Get one of them immediately. Don't care. Get one. Upload your documents and get it approved, and then we'll buy 1 gram a week for 12 weeks. After 12 weeks, I couldn't even care less what you do. Makes no difference. But you're creating a repetitive velocity transaction. 1 gram a week, 1 gram a week. You can make 2.5 grams a week if you want. You want to make a 5-gram card because you have money? Do it that. But the simplicity of the plan is 1 gram a week each week for 12 weeks. You can do this all by yourself. You don't need anybody else to do it. Value your own opinion. And then task number 2 is team up with 2 people that will repeat task number 1, who value their own opinion, and find 2 people that will value their own opinion. It ain't hard. It's pathetically simple. And if you think about all the tasks you already do, this one's simple to create residual income. And without residual income, you ain't retiring at any age. So the faster you create it, the faster you can do what you want, how you want, and when you want. Now, task number 1, I said this, become a solid brick. If you're not doing all of task 1, start today. Task number 2, we're going to connect the bricks together. This isn't about being the best gold salesman. That's usually what people think when you start talking about gold generally and you talk about sharing this. This is about doing task 1, being the brick, and show other people how they can be the brick and find other people that want to be the brick. That is the basis of massive duplication. That's why you drive down the streets and you see franchises. They all are the same thing. They're another brick. It's another brick. It's another brick. And when you do that, the multiplication factor is beyond what? In the mortar, that is deliberate transparency between you and your core team that are doing the 12-week plan. Accountability and communication to each other. Then on top of that, you see in the body of that elephant, you're going to add profit centers on this globally. And as your business expands, there'll be people that will open up new doors that you didn't even do. So the part of this is you need to get in the way of that flow. It's going to happen with or without you. You got to get in the way. The body of the elephant is being a VIP in the dual system, doing the 12-week plan. That's the body of the elephant. And so there's different parts of the elephant that you can see that will expand other profit centers and create other volume that you didn't do. I'm telling you, man, this is the absolute best plan I have ever seen, and entrepreneurs are flocking to it like they're all over it like wet clothes, man. Because we're universal. Honestly, if a company asks you, would you like to get paid in cash, gold, or combination of both, how would you answer it? Now, we get paid 7 ways. When we show you the 12-week plan, we only show you 2 ways you get paid. But we figure this, if it's not good enough for you for 2 ways, what difference is 7 ways you get paid? Correct? When you find out that, you go, wow. So we get paid 7 ways. You want to see the affiliate plan? There's a direct link there that you can click on. Or you can go to karatbars.com, the back office, the general tab, go to downloads, choose your language, and click on the affiliate plan. Now, let me explain how this all works. The unilevel plan. Understand, every single thing that gets bought has both units and points, whether it's made of gold or not. The unilevel, here's how you get paid. The points equal your rank. And every €2 you spend, except for the delivery fee. There's no profit in that, or the MasterCard. Okay? Every €2 equals 1 point. The points equal your rank out of 12 different ranks. The ranks evaluate you on a cycle, which is a monthly commission cycle, and that pays you monthly. Now, unlike when you go to the gold dealer, and he may even give you a little discount here if you barter with him to give you a little about this, okay? That's where you see the little discount on the front. Okay? What he's never going to do, I don't care how many times you go buy gold from him, how much gold you buy from him, and how many people you refer to him, he's never going to pay you residual income or show you how to get your gold for free. Ever. So the unilevel is completely free. Everybody enrolls in the unilevel first. Free registration, no maintenance fees, self-managed protected website, even a shop site to sell, no fees, no requirement even to buy anything to go make money. We truly are not an MLM. We are an e-commerce company. And for that, you can participate in the unilevel plan to get paid at the end of the month based on your productive work during the month from 0.5% to 6%, and also included in the Karatbars pool, and also included free in the Karatbars Gold Fund. Just go to work. Okay, now that right there is low money. Who likes to do things faster? It's better, right? Opt into the dual system. It's a secondary compensation plan that while you are enrolling in the unilevel, shadowed behind you is another system that you are placed in called the dual system. It's like a blue egg in there. You can see it under team statistics. Go down to dual system. You can see it. Simultaneously, and when you enroll in the unilevel, you're also being positioned in this dual system behind the scenes. Okay, now whether you participate and actively buy a package to participate in that, that's how you opt in. You have to take a proactive stance and physically go in and decide you're going to buy a package. That places you into the dual system and get paid weekly. Unilevel is points equals rank, €2 equals 1 point, and pays you monthly. The cycle runs from the 11th of the month to the following 11th of the month, paying out on that following 1st of the month, which means January 11th cycle to February 11th ending pays out on March 1st. Okay? That's like your gravy check. If I gave you dinner, first you got your meat and potatoes, and then you got dessert. Let's call the monthly check dessert. That's dessert. Okay? The dual system pays you weekly so that you can replace an income. Dual system is based in units. Units equal cycles. Every time there's 50 units on one side and 25 units on the other, it doesn't matter which one. Units of volume, it's cycles. The amount of money that you make depends on which package you bought and pays you out a cycle. Okay? It also pays you out in direct commission differently. Watch the comp plan. The better package you have, the less people and the less transactions it takes to make more money. Simple plan. Okay? Don't get trapped up in all the minute details. It's like if I want to make a phone call, I just want to know the number to dial. I don't want to know what the frequency modulation is for the SIM card that goes through the processor that tags into the internet so that I can make a call and watch a video. I don't need to know that. I just want to know, can I go bing, 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 hello? Now, for you that need to know that, there's more than enough information, but that's not the purpose of this video. Okay? So, the Unilevel is free. It pays you once a month based on your productivity during the month. You never make any points or units for your own purchases. There would not be enough in it. Only from your teams or your sales. The dual system is optional. You have to buy a package. It's based in units. Units equal cycles. 50 units on one side, 25 units on the other is cycles. It pays you weekly. So you're going to get paid 5 or 6 times a month as you begin to build this and create volume. Now, somebody said, well, Dan, what's a unit? Let me ask you a question. Has anybody been in a convenience store? You go in a convenience store, don't they have a bunch of stuff on the shelf? They have hot dogs, cans of soda, they got magazines, they got a quart of oil, and they got a roll of toilet paper. To the convenience store owner, each product has a different profit margin, correct? There's different profit in each product that he sells. Well, a unit in our e-commerce system, I understand we're an e-commerce system. A unit represents the intrinsic shared profit margin that Harold puts into the system for you to succeed. So it doesn't matter whether it's gold or whatever else eventually ever makes it into the system. It has a unit value that will pay you and reward you for doing work and preserve your labor in real physical gold that doesn't rot, it doesn't rust, it doesn't lose it. Unlike paper money, which doesn't preserve your labor anymore. This is a representation of your labor. It's worth less tomorrow than it is today. Okay? Now, not only do you get paid once a month in the Unilevel, once a week in the dual system, Karatbars has a built-in incentive rewards program that's based on the number of grams that pays over a lifetime. Okay? And as you begin to do this, minus your biggest line, they don't get to count that, because then somebody would just take one line and they'd ride it all the way to the rewards. It doesn't work. Harold says, show me. Don't tell me. Show me. I love that. Stands for something sturdy. Okay? Pays you over a lifetime. Everything from a iPhone to 3-car Karatbars mega trips, Karatbars Rolex watch, 3-car programs, and a villa. Now here's one part. Know your website's function. Before you enroll others, check with your sponsor. When you enroll direct to somebody, you're also simultaneously, I said, shadowing in the dual system. Okay? You're falling in line. And every time you register somebody on there, they are too. It's always set on automatic. There's left, right, automatic, and placement. If you're on automatic, it automatically defaults. If you look in the structure, it'll go on the left side. Unless something is there filled in, then it'll go to the right side. Okay? So go in, get registered, sponsor your spouse, sponsor your, if you have one, sponsor your business on another line, probably be smart, or a very good friend, or even a child's account. Now, and you're the guardian. And then have a walkthrough. Be a good sponsor. Walk through your back office. Take people through them so they know where the things are. Okay? If you spend 10 plus minutes a day learning one new thing about your website, imagine what you're going to know in 30 days. How about your team if they do that? Imagine what a confident, knowledgeable team will be, where they don't have to know all the fine details. They just need to know where to find it. And then you can be a traffic director. Way simpler than trying to memorize all that stuff. Okay, now, in 30 days, you and your team will know where information is found. Now, getting started. You got KaratBarsIntro.com, getting started, and KaratBarsTV.com are great resources with FAQs. Okay, both of them are there for you to use, utilize, and to communicate with others. Now, here's how the dual system pay plan kind of works, as I told you. Everybody enrolls in Unilevel free, but they fall in the dual team system, as you can see there. The Unilevel is back-end money monthly. The dual team system is front-end money weekly. Okay, so as you can see, if you enroll and your system is already set to automatic, where you see the left team, that's where it's going to fall first, unless there's somebody that fell underneath you from somebody you didn't know before that. That's the best part, is that when you create momentum in the system, it multiplies quickly. So this is how you can change your dual system setting. You go to your dual team. Under Team Statistics, when you log in your back office, the tab Team Statistics, go down to Dual Team, and you'll see the placement. You'll see a little drop-down arrow there. Click it. It'll say left, right, automatic, and placement. Placement allows you, when you click on that, opens up a new blank box next to it. And if you put the username of somebody in your group that's already down there, that's in your tree, the next person that registers on your site will fall under that placement user ID, username, their system. Okay, so you can direct it. The way this looks like, kind of looks like a house, correct? Look at the shape of it. Looks like a house. You have a left roof, you've got a right roof, and then anybody under the roof is what we call in the attic. If you hear that term, you're in the attic, which means it's not on the left, it's not on the right, that's where you'd use a placement feature. So I could actually set my dual system to go to 77590 under the placement, update it, and the next person I register on my site will go to however 77590 is set. Okay? Make sure you click update and you will see a green stripe that says update successful. Now, the dual system, this is kind of what it looks like. I'm a common sense guy. World ain't uniform. Okay? Mathematical examples work great, but the fundamentals and a macro vision is more what I'm concerned about. Okay? When you opt in and get a package in the dual system, metaphorically, I want you to picture a savings deposit box. It takes 2 keys to open it. Okay? Now, whatever package you have determines how much you make. But when you get sponsoring in the dual system, you may have a ton of people in your dual team that you may only sponsor one person, or maybe none. But that you all of a sudden you see all these people in the dual team. Why? Because they have to fall, everybody above you, they have to either fall on the left team or the right team if they find more than 2 people. I love that. So as people enroll, they will fall down in your dual team, and if they have a package, as volume flows from the attic into the roof and follows the roof line all the way up to you, everybody that has any package will have the units dropped into their dual team savings deposit box. The units go in, and when there's 50 units on one side and 25 units on the other, money comes out onto your MasterCard. Okay? Units go in the same with any package, but what kind of package you have determines on how much money is coming out and put on your global MasterCard on Fridays based on your package. And understand, I don't really care. You look. It doesn't matter which package you choose as much as it does matter that you choose one of them and open the key to the vault. That's for real. As this thing matures, everybody's going to upgrade to VIP. Just matter how much money you're going to leave on the table. And don't wait, because you miss units if you wait in getting any package. Get the best package you can. And then work your way up. Okay? Now, 4 different packages that we have. This is kind of an overview right here. You get to choose what kind of income level you want to make. You get to choose how much direct commission from the package you have and the team bonuses. Understand everybody's going to go to VIP eventually. You know, many of you can find money very simply. You can find money by changing your W-4 deductions. That's what we did. Eventually, if you have a job in the United States, where you can find the money. That was designed for home-based businesses. Consult and watch youhireyou.info. Okay? Now, when you do that, there's different ways you can find the money. Stop extravagant spending for a while. As I said before, you got a TV and a couch? Yeah? Sell them. You're not going to be watching that TV on that couch in 12 weeks if you get your rusty dusty going. Now, you get to choose which one package you have. I love that. Number 1 misconception, price. That is all based on the thoughts of a trader mentality. We are not a program for traders. Okay? Take right here. The direct link is akaratbars.com or go to Karatbars Intro and Pricing Facts. Very simple. You can also find it on Karatbars TV. Understand when somebody starts talking about price, margin, buy, sell, those are all commodity questions. Instead of gold is money. In a developing system of exchange where you're probably going to see this, well, not probably, you're going to see this on the cash registers in Windows this year, expanding in different countries at different times at different paces. Kind of like the expansion of fax machines. So understand with a trader mentality, when they ask you, well, what's the spot? How much does it cost a gram? That's usually because they're thinking of the 4 ways you can acquire gold. It's buy it out of your own pocket, which means their method of acquiring gold is limited by how much they pay for it. When you show them a system they can multiply and acquire gold from a system, you just help them out with that. Don't chastise them, just help them out. You have to understand that that's where their mentality is. So head it off at the pass. Especially this. If you talk to any people that are investor types, the very first statement you need to make to program all further information that they receive in the correct fashion is Karatbars, it has a 12-week legitimate business plan. It's not a speculative investment. Because if you start going down that road, their thinking's this way. And then you're trying to get them back in line like this, you're fighting a tough battle. Unless you make a statement of fact up front instead of a statement of defense later to try and get their thinking along. Okay? Karatbars is a legitimate business plan. Let them throw that. To take a low 4 figures and turn it into a 6-figure residual income in less than a year with a return of capital in 60 or 90 days if you follow the plan. And then spin off pure residual income that you can exchange in both cash or gold bullion. I mean, that's like the best one you can use. Get connected to information. You need to understand your traffic director. You need to be if you want to make this quick and you want to make it simple, you need to direct traffic. Otherwise, if you're the know-it-all, you know what happens? Everybody else programs their brain, they have to be the know-it-all. Direct them to the traffic. Okay? You want to be in the know? Get in a Skype chat room. I'm not on Skype. Get on Skype. If that was the thing that hung you up from reaching your dreams and goals, is that what you want? Get on Skype. If you're a social media person, get on the Facebook pages for your team. Okay? Training sites, Karatbars Intro and Karatbars TV. Now this sizzle call is a great call. That sizzle call takes you out of the equation of being the message. Now you're the messenger. And many people will gravitate toward that if you utilize the simplicity that your brain is a hard drive that is programming everything that you do. Breakfast Club has training and guest speakers on it. Okay? KaratbarsBreakfastClub.com. We have archives also at anymeeting.com, Boomer Math Class. You can go back to this slide and pick stuff off of it. This will be archived. Now, understand what income-producing activity is. You need to expose this to people daily. This is where your income and success begins and ends. Are you willing to do units of work that are required? Are you willing to do it? And, what are you doing with your time? All of a sudden you look, it was morning and then it's evening. What'd you get done? Did you stay in the creative phase? You need to stay in the creative phase. You also need a little bit of management phase. And if you're crushed for time, you're like one of them busy people, this will give you the absolute maximum output for your minimum amount of time involvement and cracks the time that you can fit in anywhere so that you can create residual income so you're not so busy anymore. It's a repo man working 70 hours a week, minimum. So you can fit it in. Okay? Understand what income producing activity is. Now, easiest place, I'm a common sense knucklehead. 97% of the population has a phone. Why don't you start there? How many contacts you got in your phone? How many? Is it possible that in there, let me ask you a question. This is what you should be asking in your phone. Who in there, if I had a multi-million-dollar idea and I wanted to see if it was worth pursuing, who would I call? Wouldn't be just anybody, right? Call them first. Might go like something like this. And understand your tempo and your voice inflections when you ask that. Communicate silently over the phone. You need to know what the call numbers are over there. Over there. And you need to know how to put them in your contacts list and then put the PIN code next to it. So it might be, K-bar call 30108646. Put it in your phone. And then know how to do a three-way call. Dan, I don't know how to do a three-way call. Google it. If that's the hardest task you had to do in order to make this successful, what's the hardest task you've already done? Go find out how to do it. This is a no-brainer. Go to your store and figure it out. Now, look at your cell phone list. How many you have in there? Could there be 3 with a level of 10? This is what I mean. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, Jim. It's Dan. Listen, you got a couple minutes or you tied up? Clear the time. If he's in the middle of something, he's not going to pay attention. You do? Okay, great. Listen, Jim. Will you give me 3 minutes of your undivided attention? Will you give me that? You will? Okay, great. What are we going to do? We're going to listen to this. Rewind the call. Play the call. When you get done, ask this question. Jim, great message. What's your level of interest on a scale of 1 to 10? You're an 8? Then validate what he says. Well, Jim, an 8 to me means you're very interested, but obviously you need some details and have some questions answered. Correct? Is that what I'm hearing? Yes? Great. Third question. Do you have the flexibility in your schedule, Jim, to see a live presentation at either 9 a.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. Pacific tonight? Which one would be better for you? 6 p.m.? Great. I'll tell you what. I'll call you at 5:45. We'll both get online. We'll both watch it and see if we're looking along the same lines or not. Sound good to you? That takes you. That's as simple as it gets. What did you have to know? Diddly do wah squat. 3 questions. Okay? Ask permission. Will you give me 3 minutes of your undivided attention? Play the message. What's your level of interest on a scale of 1 to 10? Validate the response, and then ask them, do you have the flexibility in your schedule to see a live webcast at either know the time in your time zone? For me, it's 9 a.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay? Which one would be better? And then do what you say. and you get a unit of work. Now, regardless of what they say, you're going to get a wide variety of answers, correct? Some of them are going to be 10 out of 10s. They're waiting for you to call. Yes, waiting to happen. Measure your results. I created this chart not from theory. This works. Now, your goal here is to fill in a square 3 times a day, and in 30 days you will know success. In 30 days will change everything you know about making money and decisions, about how much time and money you have, if you follow this. Okay, consistency, not doing it once, then not doing it for 5 days. Each and every day, ask at least 3 people. Each and every day, each and every day. Your brain will be programmed into the mantra, and when you do that, you will duplicate that format and that mindset. Okay? Now, I'm not saying this is the only way you have to do it. I'm saying this is the low-tech way that anybody can do it, and they can do it right now. Okay? There's many different ways to market. You can use online ads, offline ads. You can use marketing funnels. You can use marketing systems. You can have call centers, whatever it is you want to do. There's different times and costs to do that. But this right here, you can measure your results. And especially if you have a spouse and she isn't on board or he isn't on board, welcome aboard. Do this. Let her see or let him see that you are actively pursuing this, measuring your results. Now, here's what's going to happen. And this isn't theory. Test me on this. If you ask 100 people to take a look, only 80 people listen. Sometimes you'll make that call, they won't give you the time of day. By the way, that's a sobering effect. That's a sobering aspect to find out that they don't value your opinion when you ask them for 3 minutes of time. So, you know what? Life's a bowl of cherries. Look it. Out of 100 you ask, only 80 people will listen. Out of the 20 people that didn't listen, this is what I want you to do. You put their initials in that box, and then you get a big fat red marker, and you cross an X over them. You are supposed to have at least 20 people that would not give you the time of day on that sheet. If you don't, you're either walking on water or you're a secret agent with us. Okay? The other ones, 80 will listen. Hey, that sounds great. Listen. Can you you have flexibility to be on a live webcast? Yeah. I'll call you. They're not there. The car got broke down. They called into work. The kid got sick. Then something happened. It just happens. But out of the 80 people that listened, 40 people will actually see the plan. That is your goal. Get them in front of the plan. After they see the plan, the magic opens up. And it's either there or it's not. Okay? Out of the 40 people that see the plan, 20 people will enroll immediately. They're not waiting. Instantaneous enrollment. And out of the 20 that enroll, 10 immediately at the same time, buying a package. 10. And out of the 10 that buy a package, 6 are going to do this with or without you. They couldn't care less if you quit. They're not doing it for you. They're doing it for their freedom and the freedom of their family. They get it. And that is senior partner material. Okay? Right there. You're looking for some senior partners in this. All right? Which means this. How many people does it take to make the dual system work? Put it in there. How many? How many? 2. Congratulations. That means you found 10 times more people than it needs to enroll, and you found 5 times more people than you need to make the dual system work. That's where your overflow comes from. Okay? Some of you are sitting around waiting for your upline to put overflow in it. Go create the overflow. Duplicate the system. You'll have so many people join. You can't even believe it. It's ridiculous. Okay? So be the messenger. And along the way, I don't care what package you have, you're going to find at least 2 VIPs, at least 2 golds, at least 2 silvers along the way. Minimum. Simple. Measure results. You teach people to do that. You know what? If you're calling me for counsel, I want to know two things. What'd you learn today that you didn't know yesterday? Right? Because sometimes you teach me stuff. Number two, what does your success chart look like? I can tell anybody who says, it's just not working for me, what does your success chart look like? It always goes back to that. That is like the measurement. That's like your report card. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. You are looking, do you want the wisdom? You are looking for the 3Ds. Who succeeds? This is it. You become the brick. Enroll, package, KYC, 1 gram a week for 12 weeks. After 12 weeks, I don't even care what you do. Makes no difference. That's the brick. Make sure you do it. Make sure you're accountable. Make sure you're transparent with it. Take them to your invoices. Show them your invoices. That's where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? Then take them over your units and show them how you can see everything that happens in your group and everything that anybody buys, which between the lines actually means you can tell what everybody buys. No hiding. That voluntary submission and transparency is such an awesome team building method. Okay? Now, out of all the people that you're looking for, back in here, you are looking for people with the 3Ds. That's it. I'm going to save you a ton of money. Who succeeds? Bottom line, you're looking for the people with the 3Ds. Number one, they got a dream. They want something. You may even hear them talk about it all the time. The more specific, the better. And it's not, it would be nice. The ex-repo man here is giving you the best I can possibly give to all of you. Those that choose to take it. And understand this. Let me preface something. If you hear something that doesn't go along with the mantra of your team, counsel upline with your senior partner before you change anything. I'm putting this out here because I know this works. Okay? Now, you're looking for people, as I said, with the 3Ds. It might even be something that they don't want. Hey, they just laid off 70 people in my department. There's only 10 of us left, and we got to do all the work. They don't want that. Okay? How long have you been doing? Let me ask you a question. How long have you been doing what you've been doing? You a lifer doing it? You ambitious? You an opportunist? How long have you been doing it in your career? 10 years? Let me ask you a question. If those tasks that you perform each and every day at that job were ever going to get you wealthy, don't you think within 10 years it would have done it? What if I could show you two tasks to duplicate that would both give you tax advantages, inflation-free income, and residual income, and cut 30 years of work, the next 20 years out of that, and so you can do what you want, when you want, and how you want? Would you want to know about it? You want to take a look? Now, desire. They are willing to take action. You showed up. You showed up here. They're willing to take action on the dream because they want it. Okay? They show up. Guess who? They're calling you. You're not calling them. They're calling you because they want it. And when they're calling you, sometimes they're negative. Man, you know what? They want answers. They're desperately trying to get over the bridge of belief. Here they are with all the nonsense out there today and all the dandelion shiny programs that distract their time that don't work long term. They're trying to get from here, over the bridge of belief. And you know when they're over here? You're rock solid, man. You get them over here to this point, they're rock solid. They will burn the boats in the harbor, never leaving out. No backing out. They're in all the way. But sometimes they're negative along the way. Understand, that's just human nature. It ain't you. It ain't even care bars. It's just the programming of society that's been relentless. Okay, now, the third most elusive part, and this is where the rubber meets the road, is determination. Lots of people get excited for day, woo, week, woo, 3 weeks, woo, months, woo. But understand, I still get goosebumps understanding the big, broad perspective, which you can't describe to anybody off the bat, of where we are and where we're going and what we got going. I still get goosebumps. I'm excited every day. Now, determination. They know there's a learning curve to get good, just like when you went to your job. You weren't good at your job the first day on the job. You weren't good. You had to learn. Okay? They don't wither at the first bump of the road. Oh, my friend, he's so good at this, but he didn't want to do it. And you know what? They make a plan, they commit to the plan, and they work the plan. And that's why the success chart works so good. Measures results. What'd you get done today? Look. Okay? Until they get what they want and they're willing to go through adapting. It isn't a straight line. You understand this. Your 12 weeks is unique to you. So don't compare your 12 weeks to anybody else's. It's unique to you. It's your journey. Enjoy it. Yours is going to go like this. And others are going to go like this. And some are going to go, man, they found their two instantly, and man, it just booms. Okay? Your 12 weeks are unique to you. Don't compare your 12 weeks to anybody else's. He gave you a brilliant spark inside you, dying to get out. Let him work it. And you know what? Comparison is the valley of death. Just like trying to talk carrot bars. Don't do it. Direct traffic. Now, that's who you're looking for. That is the commonality that I've found with the people that become senior partners. That is the commonality that I've seen, that people make serious money in this. That is the size of the people that want to follow you. Let that brilliant spark come out in you. Okay? And guess what? This whole training was designed to program your brain in the right direction. You have to understand this is what you're going to run into when you go in these fishing ponds of people. You're looking for the 3Ds. I'm cutting you miles of distraction, frustration, and miscommunication. If you're talking to people, look at the chart in the middle. Employees or self-employed, they make their money with a linear income. They've been programmed this way. And most of them are discontent, are living in a fur-lined rut, comfortably discontent. So if you talk to them, think about the pervasive programming they've been got. They probably watch reality TV shows. I don't have any money. Well, how long do you want to make that claim? Do you want to? Well, I'm too busy trying to get by. That sounds like a good thing to try and avoid. I don't get by anymore. I live life. Now, I have a job. Congratulations. Many people don't. And you know what? You have one until you don't anymore. What's your safety net? Do you have a spare tire in your car? I got a great spare tire for your income. Okay? What good is buying a gram? That means they have not seen option number 4 of acquiring gold. Correct? A gram costs too much. They haven't seen option number 4. I can't convince anybody. I don't want you to convince anybody. Convince people to do something. Guess what they do? Nothing. Their last official act was they went into witness protection. Just to get you to keep from bugging them. Don't do that. We're looking, sift, and find people want to run with us. I don't drag anybody. Now look at it. My friend said it won't work. Is your friend financially independent? Yes or no? Do you want to be? Do they have the kind of money, time, and everything that you want? Because if they don't, why are you listening to them? The government will take care of me. Oh my gosh. Is that prevalent today in the programming society? Let me tell you right now. This right here, they're spending $5 collected to figure out what to do with $1. Math whiz. What do you think? How long is that going to last? Correct? Until nobody wants to buy your debt. Then what? I will miss my TV shows. You know what? You don't have any money? You're too busy trying to get by and you're watching TV? Let me ask you a question. In 12 weeks, you can change all of that. You're going to be watching, in 12 weeks, at $4,500 a week in passive income, duplicating the plan. Are you going to be watching that TV on that couch? Sell them! Half of you are going to be changing your zip code on your address. Now, this is what you're going to find if you go on to the other side. And this is where your ego, you got to drop your ego if you're not in that side. Business owners that know systems. Investors that know systems. When you show them this plan, this is more likely what you're going to hear. Are you kidding me? How long has this been out? I've never heard of it. That means a great, because you know what? I'm going to make a fortune in this. Okay, I can even do this part-time. My company that I own owns me. I don't want it to own me indefinitely. I love some flexibility. I can do this even on top of what I'm doing. You know what? Restaurant owners, I can have money, time, and no job. Number one thing restaurant owners want is a vacation. They can't. They work all the holidays on top of that. Okay? So it's basically they bought themselves a job. A gram a week in fine and two can make kilos of gold. If you're a VIP and you duplicate and everybody's a VIP or upgrades to VIP in a 12-week plan geometrically in a perfect world scenario, and you didn't even count the grams, just the volume from the packages alone, you could acquire, if you exchange it in our system, for 13 kilos of gold. You can buy that out of your own pocket? Okay, now, everybody can find 2. Many are going to find more than 10. Follow the chart. You're going to find 10, which means the other 8 have to fall underneath somebody's tool system that didn't hesitate to get enrolled and take the free deed to the piece of property. And by the way, when you put a package on a piece of property, it's like when you buy a package, it's like the unilevel was a deed of property and you put a structure on the property. What happens to the value of a property when you put a structure on it? Somebody type it in. What happens to it? What happens to the value of a piece of, it goes up. Thank you. Thank you, Bubbles. It goes up. Do you understand that it goes up and it stays with it? It adds value to the account. It doesn't go away. You can have a granny flat with a digital bronze. You can have a mansion at a VIP. You can have a mansion with a toll booth next to a freeway and with a VIP exclusive. The government isn't going to own me. You know what? Hopefully soon I can send a notice to the government say you can keep your Social Security check. It's all yours. Okay? TiVo and DVR, tapes, TV shows. That is like the next best invention to air conditioning. But understand, this is what you're going to run into. And it's totally common and logical. So choose which fishing pond you're speaking to. And understand one common premise. You can make a statement of fact instead of a statement of defense. If you're talking to somebody you know doesn't need money, that's who you should talk to. But the common glitch that holds you up mentally, identify it. They know that you know that they know that you know that they know that they make way more money than you, so what are you going to teach me about making money? You're not teaching about making money. Don't go down that. You're going to show them a system to create residual income and perpetual like gold acquisition. And there's no entrepreneurs that I know of that don't want to know about that one. So it's a fine line to take your ego out of it, be transparent, take your eyes off of yourself. Every time you come with fear, you're only thinking about your well-being. You're not genuinely have a concern on the financial well-being of the family or the people involved. And so your business will explode when you take your eyes off of yourself and you genuinely think about somebody else. Okay? If you do that, all these other disparages will go away. And communication is simple. And people will see it and feel it in your spirit. Now, some of you need a motivation to get going. Some of you have been beat down by life. And you need to know that you are going to pay yourself to do the work. Ask 100, 80 will listen, 40 will see, 20 will enroll, 10 will buy, and 6 will duplicate this with or without you. Senior partners material. Out of 100, there's only going to be 6. Maybe you only believe you can do less than half of what you hear, because maybe you're like me. I was klutzy. Man, you should ask my wife what it was like when I first started being involved in some type of networking. It was an ugly process. I made all the worst mistakes. Let's just say that maybe this only works for less than half of you. In your mind, you can change the way you perceive yourself. Get dressed differently. You think differently when you're dressed differently. Right? The 12-week plan at a minimum, at a bronze, digital bronze, sponsoring digital bronze is only 2 people in the first week. No more people. Only 1 gram a week for 12 weeks and never another gram In a perfect world, will produce $233,000 a year from that point on. So let's say this works for less than half you, 40%. That's $100,000 a year for you. Has anybody been to an interview or applied for a job to make $100,000 a year? Man, there's probably lots of applications going in on that one, right? So what are you going to tell them when you go there? Oh, I work pretty good. I get along with a lot of people. I only stay long breaks once in a while, and lunches once in a while. I'll try and do a good job for you. That ain't going to sell them. You know what? You come in and go, look at everything that I do. I always work the hardest. I outproduce everybody else. I make the company look good. I make you look good. I make the company money. You can count on me. You never have to look over my shoulder. And I always look for improvements that I can offer to help each and every one. And I work very good with people. So if that's what you're looking for, test drive me for 7 days and prove me wrong. Okay? You know who you have to say that to? Look in the mirror. That's who you should be talking to. Okay? And understand, you're gonna work to fill out this 100 squares. That's your task. Okay? Do it in 30 days. If you want some, you can do it in 7. You're not convincing anybody. You're not allowed to convince. Amateurs convince. That's where they get the mentality. Okay? The wrong programming. Professional sift. We're going to see who it makes sense to and who it doesn't. Okay? You are not convincing them. You are eliminating them off the chart. That's the goal. It's way easy to think about that every time. So guess what? To make $100,000 a year, I want you to mentally pay yourself $1,000 for every single person that didn't give you the time of day, told you they'd come and see it and didn't. The people that joined and only gave their B or C game effort. To find the people that gave an A game effort, that's $94,000 you're going to pay you, identifying the 6 that will be senior partners in the organization and make this thing crank. If you like that, this is a game for you. Enjoy the ride, because it is fun. Karatbar stands for everything sound, solid, and truthful about money. Are you coming with us, or are you going to waste more time and paper money? We are creating the first fully funded infrastructure and an honest money e-commerce system where paper money was always easy for Amazon.com because they didn't have to put paper money in the system. When enough people have this in their hands, uniform, verifiable, transaction-friendly weights of currency-grade gold, recognized worldwide as good for settlement debt, in a system to allow exchange value where, once again, you can preserve your labor with a system you don't have to pay for. Harold Seitz did it without debt for your future for 3 generations to come. Then, when enough people have this in their hand, it will be a natural progression by business. Time to come. We will be good for countries. Because if countries cannot conduct business, what happens to, if businesses cannot conduct commerce, what happens to the business? They go out. Then the government doesn't collect any taxes from the movement of money in the society. And where do they go for help? The government. Where's the government get the money? Tax the rest of the world. We are going to be the pressure release valve. And yes, taxes will be collected on the transactions made, the exchange value for whatever this is, for whatever product or service the company uses and it takes it with, they will pay the taxes. So we're good for governments. We're going to be the pressure release valve for them. A non-competing. We're not looking to compete. We're not looking to replace. A symbiotic method of movement of money and commerce in any country so that we can ride out the time when the paper money mathematically can no longer do what it was supposed to do. It's math. We are the future of exchange value gold money. Understand the significance of our role in society. We are the enlightened economic minds of our times. Karatbars bolt on to any business. If the company you worked at now, any kind of company, asked you, would you like to get paid in cash, gold, or a combination of both? How would you answer that? Any company that pays in paper money can bolt on a free Karatbars Gold Savings account to the program. Code it in. No cost to open, no maintenance fees, no website fees. Exchange cash into gold Karatbars as you wish to. Either vault for free or get delivered in your hands. Incentive rewards program for account holders and referrals built right in that they don't have to pay for. No attrition ever. Think about it. Any company that hosts the program and somebody takes an account and they begin to use it and program their brain to use it, to exchange paper money and gold money, if they ever leave that company, they go to another company. You know what they're going to do? The Karatbars account is their account, the employee. Even if they go to another company, hey, I'm going to ACH money into this. Guess who also benefits? The original host company. You see that? Guess what happens when that employee tells another person, hey, boss, we should have one of these things. You're going to multiply your earnings weekly by opting to the dual system. Get involved. Do the 12-week plan. Believe in yourself. We are in the creation of an honest money system in development globally. And if you understand the significance of where you are, you will seize the day and move mountains. And people will follow what you do. Hold your standards high. Never cow down. Hold them up high. Protect our house. And the world is yours. It's been my pleasure to share with you today a vision for the future, followed by a man, Harold